Hi, this is Sherry, Veronica, Saliyah, Ashaira, Greaves. Now, she's missing, but the question is she missing or is she missing, not missing? Missing or missing, not missing? Like she just went to someone's house and she's gone for the weekend and she'll show up whenever she wants to show up. She's 14 years old and she is out of Arch Hall, St. Thomas, last seen Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025. At the time she was missing, she was wearing khaki dress with a brown sweater, white sneakers with white socks, and carrying a multicolored Ralph Lauren backpack. She's approximately 5 feet 10 inches tall. That is really tall for Barbados. Brown skinned and of a slim build. Her hair is styled in an afro kinky singles plaits reaching halfway down her back. She has both ears pierced. She's known to frequent the Arch Hall area. If anyone has information about her whereabouts, you're asked to call District D police station. Now, they didn't say anything about tattoos. She is in the same area where she's from. So when they say she frequents this area, she hangs out close to home because that's where she's from, Arch Hall, St. Thomas, okay? So it's left to be seen if someone is going to be charged. You know how it goes, right? They're gonna say she was traced, Traced. That's what you're going to say. That's what you're going to see when she shows back up, traced, and it goes away. You don't hear anything. Or even if you see someone in court and it's put in the court section of the paper, you really don't connect that particular person that may have been charged for something to, you're not going to connect it to her because her name is not going to be called. Okay, then you're not going to make the connection unless you know that there's a connection. But if you know the connection, you can call me and let me know the connection so I can tell you all what the connection is, and I can put that particular person's name on my registry because I am doing a registry. So if you know anything about this when it comes to a head, no pun intended, let me know if she's missing, not missing. I don't want to make it seem as though it's not important, because sometime along the way in the future, when these girls go missing and then show back up a couple of days later, there's going to come a time in the future when they go missing and they're really missing. They may be off the island. So crying wolf and doing what you do is not a good thing, because then when it's supposed to be taken seriously, no one's going to take it seriously. They're going to say, oh, she went for man, or she went there, she'll be back, or what. They're not going to take it seriously. So this crying wolf kind of thing that you got going on in Barbados, it has to stop. It has to stop, because this is going to evolve. Nothing good is going to evolve, but this will, because there's a big market for it. There's a huge market for young girls and taking them off the island, and whatever happens. There's a huge market for that. Okay, so anything that may be really bad, it will evolve. It's going to grow. Okay, it's like a cancer. It's like a cancer. Okay, so stop with this wolf, crying wolf kind of thing, going away, not telling your parents, and then they shame you. Sometimes I wonder if it's shaming the person also. So is that like computer misuse? Like how that girl put her man on blast because he left home the Friday and he didn't come back. She told the police, and the police put out a missing persons report. Was that computer misuse? But she used the police, just like how someone is using the police now because she didn't tell the parents or parent where she was going, but they probably know that she's going to be back, but they say, you know what, we're going to shame her. This is the second time she's done it. This is the third time she's done it. We didn't put it in the paper. We're going to do it now. So is that computer misuse? How are you looking at it? How are you guys looking at that? Okay, but yeah, she's very beautiful, and I'm hoping nothing. She's very beautiful, and when she gets back, let me know if there's a connection between her getting back and someone in handcuffs going down to or up to or across the way to Hotel St. Philip. Let me know what's going on, because to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Okay, if he lives around your area or whatever, and you have children, you will want to know what that person is capable of. Well, I assume, and maybe it's Austin. I don't know. Maybe be a little bit optimistic, giving you too much credit, but I would be very, very interested in knowing if I had children running around and playing and being innocent. I want to know if there's someone like a pedophile or someone who would do something like that to a young innocent child. I would want to know if they're around. I would want to know if they live in my neighborhood. So I don't want to be presumptuous to say that you would be interested, because you probably don't care. You probably just don't care, okay? Because if you did care, you would talk about it. You would expose it. And exposing is making things better, because people have the information. Information is God sent. God sent, okay? That's it for this. She's missing. She's been missing since what? Friday? Yeah, Friday. So she's gone for the weekend. Today is Saturday. So let's see if she shows up for school, or she shows up back home. It's really a shame. It's really a shame that they're not taught to respect their bodies and keep their bodies sacred and pristine until they're off to college, or they're off, to being a real serious adult, to like maybe 20. It's actually sad that they're not being taught to treat their bodies as a precious commodity, a precious vessel, a chalice. It's actually a shame that you would give your body to anyone at such a young age when you have your whole life ahead of you. But I'm not saying that you are giving your body to anyone. I'm just saying it's just sad that a lot of young girls are not being taught to respect their bodies. Okay, you need to be taught to respect your bodies. Okay, it's something that you can't get back after you've given it away. Once it's given away, that's it. It's gone forever and ever and ever. Okay, take your time. Take your time. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.